Right, so I'm basically recording some videos and I've got a few to upload and I've got other videos to record. Now, I have actually decided I'm going to do a new video as well. Well, not necessarily new, but a video that I thought about while I was thinking about the other videos that I need to record and upload. Basically, because today that I'm recording this video, which is at night, even though technically the other night I did have my some lightning, and I've decided not to do this today because I just thought, I can't be asked to go in there at the moment and get it and then bring it in here and sort it all out. So what I'm doing tonight is basically recording as I normally do when I record them at night. And today is Sunday, so it's a Sunday basically as I'm recording this. This won't be uploaded on a Sunday. This will probably get uploaded, this particular video, and the one after will probably get uploaded in about 6, 7, 8, 9 days or whenever, basically. Because you know the drill on my videos when I record them and then I upload them as and when every few days. But what I've done is I've got a list of what videos I need to record, obviously, but I thought on this one I would talk about something that happened today on this Sunday. And it was FA Cup Day, or FA Cup weekend, and anybody who doesn't know what that means is basically the Football Association Cup. It's the biggest cup competition in the world for football, because as you may well know, I am a football fan, although a lot of people might say, you have a few football shirts, not necessarily the one that I'm wearing today, from my team that I do support, Nottingham Forest. People might say, I've seen you out and about wearing a Rangers shirt and obviously a Peterborough United shirt. And to clarify things, I do live in Peterborough, they are my local team, and I did as a kid used to go and see Peterborough United, and I do follow their results. So I am kind of a fan of Peterborough United as well, but you've got to have one main team, I think, in England, and that is basically Nottingham Forest, and my main team in Scotland is Glasgow Rangers. A bit like my friend Diggle, who is a Derby County fan in England, but he says he follows a bit of Scottish football and supports Glasgow Celtic, sadly. It seems to be that he's following my rivals for some strange reason, but we have our banter about the football. But anyway, the purpose of this was basically it was FA Cup weekend, and I wanted to say congratulations to the lovely Nottingham Forest, because my team have won their match in the third round. They were playing a glamour tie. Now, we say a glamour tie because basically Nottingham Forest are not a big team anymore like they used to be. If everybody knows the history about Nottingham Forest, they were a big side way back in the 70s and 80s, and they were a Premier League squad. Or should I say, a First Division side at that point, and got into the Premier League. At one point, we were even third in the Premier League. We're going back 94, 95 when we actually came third in what was known as the Premier League. Although since 98, 99 we have been relegated to the Championship, and we played in League One before, and we haven't gone up since. We've had our up and down seasons, you know, we've been relegated sometimes, we've gone back up, we've got into playoffs and never got up as far as getting back into the Premier League. So for us at the moment, and for a lot of people, we are just simply a smaller club now. We don't really consider ourselves the big club like we used to be. I suppose you could turn the tables around for teams like Chelsea, because they've actually, at one point, they weren't the biggest club. And you would have thought Chelsea, no, they're not kind of the big club, but they've become a big club now. So they've sort of overtaken Forest. You know, we're like Leeds United and Sheffield Wednesday and other clubs that used to be sort of bigger clubs back then have sort of gone down to being smaller clubs now. But anyway, it was FA Cup weekend, and we had a third round clash, which was live on BT Sport, against Arsenal. Yes, we were playing a big club called Arsenal. Now, to us, a glamour tie in the FA Cup, because that's what we consider them to be now. And we thought, well, we would have a chance. Basically, we did beat them. We beat them 4-2. Now, there was some controversial stuff in that about whether one of our players took a penalty and hit it twice, you know, because you're not allowed to take a penalty and use both feet. You can't sort of like use your right feet to tap it in to your left and then shoot from your left or under that. Yeah, basically you can't use both feet anyway. You've got, you know, and there was controversial about that. But it was hard to see because basically you didn't know. If you looked at the video replay in slow motion, it looks like he's sort of tapped it on one foot to the other and then hit it. But he kind of hasn't. So it's hard to tell. So, but anyway, the referee give it. He spoke to the linesman and they give it, and we ended up winning 4-2. But the moral of this whole story about us winning and congratulating them is I would have liked us to have beaten what would be known as the Arsenal big team, because Arsene Wenger wasn't allowed to be on the touchline for this or in the dugout. He had to sit in the stands. And the point is that, like many teams, when they get into these League Cups and FA Cups and things, sometimes the bigger teams, when they play against a smaller team, as they would notify them as, don't always field all their star players, so they like to rest them. Now, to them fans, is that right? No, it's not fair, because they're paying their money to go and see their team, and they go and watch a reserve team, basically. And that's what happens on a lot of them. Chelsea do it, Manchester United have done it. In fact, Chelsea did it in the League Cup against us and beat us 5-1. But this time we played Arsenal and we actually beat them. They only had about 3, probably 4, but I think it was only 3 players that you would have notified and noticed as the Arsenal main men, like Theo Walcott, Danny Welbeck and Per Mertesacker. They played for Arsenal. They were the ones that you probably know of, and they're the ones that you've probably seen before playing in like the first team squad. And I think there was another one, Iobi, but pretty much all the other players, including the 2 goalkeepers and the other players, they were like reserve players, they were like younger players. Arsene Wenger had gone out with this sort of inexperienced Arsenal side and thought, I've got an idea, we're going to play against Nottingham Forest, but I think we can put the reserves out, give them a bit of a run around. That will be the excuse, to get a bit of a run around, and we might still be able to beat them. But sadly, they couldn't beat us. We played our full strength squad, or as we would have done, we wouldn't have gone for any reserve team, but we'd go for our full strength squad, thinking we've got a chance here, because that's what we did. We have that big chance of beating Arsenal. The problem was, though, and as I said, would we have beaten the side if they'd have played Ozil and if they'd have played players like Sanchez and Petr Cech was in goal? Maybe not. We may have got hammered. But we've done it. We've beaten Arsenal, so that's got to be a congratulating thing. All we can do now is hope that tomorrow we get a good FA Cup draw, because that's when it will be on. Peterborough United will also be in it, so hopefully Forest won't be playing Peterborough United, because I don't really fancy that to be a tie, because who do I support, basically. But yeah, hopefully Forest will get a good tie. Possibly not someone like Man City, because I know Man City might build a reserve, but then again, Man City might take it seriously and think we're going to put our strong squad out. So I would hope Forest get a sort of fairly easy tie. We might have a chance then of getting past the next round, but I suppose it's a hit and miss one again in football, because just because we've beaten Arsenal and we've beaten their reserves and we've beaten a sort of bigger squad, it doesn't mean to say we're going to go into the next round and play somebody else and sort of win. Because you never know, we might lose our next game, and we don't really want that. Not in the FA Cup. So we're on a high, we've got to the next round, and let's hope we do well in that. I'm just saying that I personally would have liked to have seen Forest play a bigger Arsenal squad. Specifically if Arsene Wenger said, right, Ozil, you're playing, and Sanchez, and he could have still played Mertesacker, he could have still played someone like Theo Walcott, he could have put in Petr Cech and 1 or 2 other players, and they could have run around and done their job and got through safely to the FA Cup. But it's backfired in some ways, as people say, because they put the reserves out and then they haven't done the job. But I suppose also in their defence, Arsenal will say they are playing in the week in the League Cup, so they're saving their players for that game in the week. So maybe that is another one that sort of Arsene Wenger's done. But I just want to say congratulations to Nottingham Forest for getting through to the next round of the FA Cup. And I thought I'd do this video because that's something I wanted to do. I didn't want to record this like 2 weeks later when we've already played, and they think, oh, why are you recording it on a day that so this has been recorded on the Sunday that they've actually played, and it'll get uploaded around in a week's time at least. I've got some other ones to do first and get them uploaded and so on, but it'll get uploaded as and when, and as you know, all that when they get recorded and when they get uploaded, because I keep telling you usually about what happens with them. Anyway, until then, bye for now. Oh, it looks like I'm still recording. Oops, let's get it off. Come on. Gotta get these next videos uploaded.